This is probably the most comfortable exoskeleton I've ever used when it comes to stairs. Hey, what's up? Sam here. So this is EHOMEWEI M1, the world's first vision-based exoskeleton. It's actually the first time I've seen one with a built-in camera. Combined with the layer sensors and 9.5 MU, you can literally see the terrain beneath your feet and adjust power and support before every step. Pretty smart, right? What really stood out to me is the dynamically balanced joint system. It gives an incredibly smooth, cushioned feel, especially when walking downstairs. After several days of testing in different scenarios, I can say it genuinely lightens the load, cushions my knees, and boosts endurance. Now, what I have here is an early prototype. It's a bit heavier than expected, and the wearing system is slightly different from what the final version will offer, according to EHOMEWEI. But I will show you exactly how this version works, honestly and as it is. So, let's get started! Woo! Let me show you how to wear it. First, let's put on the main unit. Oh, magnetic. We have 3 straps here. This is the thigh part. The straps are all adjustable, so you can always adjust it according to your legs. The calf part. The strap for your ankle. Easy. The only thing you need to pay attention to is make sure the motor is level with your knees. Woo! And that's for your right leg. Now, let's get to the left. Second, to the belt. And then connect your belt to your unit. Woo! And that's how you wear the whole thing. And the first question you might have, is it comfortable? I would say yes. With all the adjustable straps, it feels more like a fitted brace than a bulky robot. The joints are well articulated and don't restrict natural movement at all. I can even jump or do a flip and it still holds up. So overall it takes about 2 to 3 minutes to put on even the first time you use it. The M1 has a built-in battery, but if you want extra runtime, you can get the power bank from the Kickstarter page, which you can attach to the belt directly. Now, let's power it on. First, we press and hold the power button and the power bank to turn it on. We can see the indicator turns to green. And then we press the power button on each side of the unit. And we see the Bluetooth icon lights up. Just wait for a few seconds and they will pair successfully. After that, you will see a 0 here. Press the plus button to switch to different power system modes. It supports up to 5 levels, which is the strongest. Oh my god, that is a strong power assist. Woo! The 1000 watt mode kicks in instantly, and this is where the EHOMEWEI M1 really shines. It doesn't just react to movement, it predicts it. For exoskeletons like this, the GET algorithm is always the most challenging part. You need instant power delivery without noticeable latency, and at the same time, it has to adapt to everyone's unique movement pattern. If it's off, it gets in the way rather than helping. But EHOMEWEI's combination of built-in camera and later sensors really seems to nail it. From fast walking across different terrains to daily commuting, the M1 adapts surprisingly well. Going up and downstairs is where this EHOMEWEI M1 really proves what it's capable of. Here, I'm testing on this intimidating stair climb. The stairs is almost 90 degrees. Let me just show you some drone footage. Yeah, it looks pretty scary, but let's just test it. Whoa! Wow! Normally, stairs are one of those moments when you instantly feel the burn in your knees and thighs. especially if you're carrying something heavy or have been walking for a while. But with M1, that pressure feels noticeably lighter. The exoskeleton reacts almost instantly, adding a smooth upward push as you climb, making each step feel more controlled and less tiring. Going downstairs feels even more impressive. Instead of the harsh impact you usually get with each step, the M1 actively absorbs it. Thanks to its flexible joint and adaptive motor control, the shock on your knees is greatly reduced. It's like stepping into something slightly cushioned. You can tell it's reading the terrain through the camera and the radar. The way it just supports before your foot even lands feels surprisingly smart. Overall, it doesn't take long to get used to, and the assistance feels natural rather than robotic. It's not about making you a superhuman, it's about making movement smoother, safer, and far less fatiguing, especially on stairs, which are usually the toughest test for your legs. Yes, as you'd expect, the Aroma supports an app. It's still in early stages, but let's check out what it offers. So this is the interface. It's minimum and beginner friendly. You can get started without reading the manual. Here you can tweak settings and check out the performance stats. There are 4 modes: Eco, Turbo, Training, and Rest. Training mode even adds resistance, working like a wearable leg trainer to build lower body strength. A neat touch if you're into fitness. So yeah, why pay so much for a gym membership that might scam your wallet when you've got something like this at home? Woo! So that's the Aroma M1, a bold step into wearable robotics. It's definitely not your everyday gadget, but for outdoor explorers, hikers, or anyone spending long hours on their feet, it opens up an entirely new category of support gear. It's still early days for this kind of tech, but it's exciting to see how far exoskeletons have come and how close we're getting to something that feels genuinely practical. I'm really happy to see more consumer-level exoskeletons entering the market, making this tech more accessible for everyone. And that's the video, and if you are interested in this product, please check out the link in the description to learn more. Thanks for watching. I'm Samuel, see you in the next one. Bye bye.